ከዛሬ ጀምሮ ይሄ ግድብ በተሟላ ደረጃ አልቆ ስራ ከጀመረበት ከዛሬ ጀምሮ የኢትዮጵያ ጂኦፖለቲክስ ኩስመና ታሪክ አበቃ ማለት ነው። ዋናው የኢትዮጵያ ችግር የችግሮች ሁሉ እናትና ባለቤት አባይ ነው የነበረው። ኢትዮጵያ የችግሮች ሁሉ ትልቁን ፈታች ማለት ትንንሾቹ ምንም ናቸው ማለት ነው። ለምሳሌ ቀይ ባህር እኮ 30 ዓመት ነበርኛች። ቀይ ባህር ዛሬ 30 ዓመት ነው። የትናንትና ታሪክ ነው። የተፈጠረው ስህተት ትናንትና ነው። ነገ ይታረማል። ብዙ ከባድ ነው። የሺህ ዓመት ነው።
Ethiopia's selective right to sovereignty. Eritrea's coastline must be a red line. Ethiopia cries, prisoner of geography, yet mocks Egypt's Nile as lifeline plea. Will it learn from history? Ethiopia celebrates the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, claiming its sovereign right to develop the Blue Nile. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed hinted that Eritrea's Red Sea ports could be taken back, citing Ethiopia's landlocked status as existential.
The rights and claims of Ethiopia, based on geography, historical, history, ethnic, or economic reason, including, in particular, Ethiopia's legitimate need for adequate access to sea የሚል ዩኤን ቻርተር ላይ አለ። በታሪክ፣ በጂኦግራፊ፣ በኢኮኖሚ፣ በዘር ደግሞ በኋላ አፋር ሶማሌ እናያለን። በዚህ ውስጥ ኢትዮጵያ ሌጂቲሜት ጥያቄ አላት።
Sovereignty appears selective. Ethiopia mocks Egypt's Nile as lifeline claim, yet threatens Eritrea's coastline. This double standard is not just hypocrisy, it's dangerous. Eritrea's hard-won independence. Eritrea's independence was earned through a 30-year struggle against successive Ethiopian regimes, backed at different times by both the United States and the Soviet Union. Against overwhelming odds, size, population, and international support, Eritreans prevailed. In 1991, Asmara fell. Independence was won. 2 years later, a UN-supervised referendum confirmed it with overwhelming support. During the war, Eritrean forces captured tens of thousands of Ethiopian soldiers. At its peak, there were as many as 150,000 prisoners of war. After independence, Eritrea released them all. Many went on to rebuild their lives in Ethiopia. Some of these former POWs are now Ethiopian generals threatening Eritrea. History warns attempting to subdue Eritrea by force is folly. Eritreans united despite dictatorship. Eritrean sovereignty is a red line, even for regime critics. Opposition groups agree Ethiopia cannot seize Eritrean ports. Unity transcends politics. Sovereignty is non-negotiable. Even those who desire democratic reform refuse to accept regime change imposed by Ethiopia at the cost of territorial compromise. International law. The UN Charter prohibits threats or use of force against another state's territorial integrity. Eritrea's borders and coastline are legally recognized. Any aggression would violate international law and destabilize the Horn of Africa. The hypocrisy problem. GERD sits on Ethiopian land. Ethiopia has every right to build it. But threatening Eritrean ports is not the same. Ethiopia mocks Egypt's Nile lifeline claim, yet asserts an existential right to Eritrean ports. This selective application of sovereignty undermines trust and stability. Practical dangers. The Red Sea is a vital global shipping route. Instability here would have consequences far beyond the Horn of Africa. For Ethiopia, aggression would backfire. Investors avoid conflict zones. Sanctions could follow. Regional isolation would threaten development. Lawful alternatives. Ethiopia can secure access to international markets through peaceful agreements. Djibouti already provides access. Eritrea could offer port leases and economic partnerships. But one principle cannot be violated. Eritrea's coastline is off-limits. Sovereignty must be respected. Historical warning. Some Ethiopian generals now threatening Eritrea were once prisoners of war in Eritrea. In 1991, a larger Ethiopian army was defeated by a smaller, determined Eritrean force. History shows underestimating Eritrea is a strategic mistake. The Horn of Africa has endured too many cycles of war caused by contested borders and selective sovereignty. GERD shows Ethiopia can achieve historic development peacefully. Threatening Eritrea's ports would betray that achievement, violate international law, and destabilize the region. Eritrea's independence was hard-won. Its sovereignty is a universal red line. Ethiopia cannot demand respect for the Nile while threatening Eritrea's coast. Sovereignty applies to all nations, or it collapses entirely. Eritrea's coastline belongs to Eritrea. Any attempt to claim otherwise is not only illegal, it is an invitation to chaos.